What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Cartoon 53. Man, I'm back again. Man, time getting short. Time getting short, man. It's almost election time. On this video right here, man, I'm finna get back. I'm finna get back to something that when I very first started on YouTube, I was heavily into. Now, this right here is not. This ain't no story about who shot who on the streets and no drive-bys. This ain't no story about who stabbed who in prison. Ain't got nothing to do with that, man. I know a lot of y'all come to my station because y'all want to hear gang banging stories. Y'all want to hear prison stories. Fine, daddy. I done gave y'all almost 3 years of that. But during that time, I have given y'all other things too. And a lot of y'all that's with me, y'all know for a fact that when I first started out, I used to tell y'all a whole lot of stuff about political stuff, world stuff, and things that were going on. Like I told y'all in 2022. No, I told you in 2023. I said this year, I told you about the wars that would be breaking out. Did they break out? Yes. I told you about the Bigfoot situation. Did it come to fruition? They done found some and captured some and did all this type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I told you about the UFO alien situation. All throughout the year, man, they've been landing in Las Vegas. We went through that thing. Sighting here, sighting there, this, that. Now the government had got whistleblowers letting everybody know about the UFO situation. All that, man. And if y'all can remember, when I very first started, how I used to talk about that so-called pandemic that they had going on. What was that last year before last, where you had to put the mask on. If y'all can remember, YouTube kicked me in the behind about that, threatened me, told me don't talk about it no more. Don't say this about it no more, or we gonna do this, this, and this to you. Y'all remember that. If y'all been rocking with me long enough, you people that just jumped on the bandwagon and don't remember all that, well, I'm enlightening you to it now. My political outlook on what the government was doing about that pandemic, that I don't even want to say the name because they'll try to use that to throw a monkey wrench in the works. But y'all remember what we went through last year, year before last, whatever it was, when you had to put the mask on, and then they came up with getting the shots, so-called vaccines that a lot of people went for, that a lot of people fell susceptible to due to the propaganda machine that the powers that be can bring about. The propaganda machine is TV and radio. That is the biggest thing. You can control masses with TV and radio. You know what I'm saying? Because in this day and age, man, people are so stupid. People are so gullible that any and everything they hear, they gonna run with. If you put a fool on here and say that this didn't happen, that didn't happen, and make it seem like he's 100% legit, the world gonna run with it, y'all. The world is gonna run with it. Now you have a few enlightened people that have enough sense to like say, "Oh no, wait a minute, hold on, let me check on this. Let me see if this is what it is before I just take it and run with it." That's how they control you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like during World War II. Hitler would make these big giant speeches, and which was the propaganda, and would drop pamphlets and make these big speeches to control the crowd. Crowd control, to control the masses. You feel what I'm saying? They would do that. Even like during the Vietnam War, they would drop, who was that? Japan. No, excuse me. During the other World War II too. What was that? I think Japan would drop pamphlets asking, you know what I'm saying, black soldiers, why are they fighting for Uncle Sam? All type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's different things that you can throw out there. Some stuff is gonna stick to the wall. Some stuff won't. Now, for those that want to listen to nothing but gang banging stories and want to hear my prison stories, this right here might not be for you. But if you are of a higher level of intelligence and want to know more than just that other stuff, then listen to this video. Not only listen to it, I need for you to share it on your Facebook and call your people and your partners, friends, loved ones, whatever. Like, hey man, look, check this out right here. I just want y'all to listen to this. Spread the word. You know what I'm saying? It's time again. It's time again, y'all. It's time again. Things are moving with this election coming up. All of a sudden, now we have new pandemics finna break out. All of a sudden, you know, all of a sudden, new pandemics gonna break out. This is to keep people in the house. This is some of the shenanigans that's going to be pulled to keep people away from the voting polls, so you can sign and write and send your vote in. That way it makes it easier to be tampered with. It makes it easier to have the wool poured over your eyes, because now they want everybody in the house again. All of a sudden now the World Health Organization, or whatever their little name is coming up with this. All of a sudden, this is breaking out in Africa. This is breaking out in Europe. This is breaking out in America. This is all this old stuff. All of a sudden now is being spoke about. It's finna be it's breaking out again. And then all of a sudden now it's spreading like wildfire. These fictitious tallies on this that happened to all these people gonna pop up. This has happened to all these people getting ready to pop up. Yeah, it's going. That's what's happening. They hit y'all with this so-called this vaccine situation, like it was the next best thing to sliced bread. Well, why in the F, after all these hundreds and hundreds of thousands and millions of people ran and got these shots, kept getting sick? Kept getting sick. 3-4 times after that, sick. Getting all these old shots that the powers that be got in your head to convince you that you needed to get well, or not get it, still got it anyway. You know, now I'll probably get kicked in behind again by YouTube about this one. I don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? Freedom of speech, Mike. But anyway, you can best believe that and sooner or later, matter of fact, I tell you what, if you don't believe me, now check this out. This is supposed to be one of the big wigs from the World Health Organization speaking on all of a sudden these pandemics popping up again out of nowhere. You know, but I'll let y'all listen to him.
The emergency committee met and advised me that, in its view, the situation constitutes a public health emergency of international concern. I have accepted that advice. The detection and rapid spread of a new clade of Mpox in eastern DRC, its detection in neighboring countries that had not previously reported Mpox, and the potential for further spread within Africa and beyond is very worrying. In addition to other outbreaks of other clades of Mpox in other parts of Africa, it's clear that a coordinated international response is essential to stop these outbreaks and save lives.
Okay, now, you all of a sudden, now who he is, I forget his name, with that funny looking wig and funny looking coat and all that stuff on. He put that out there. Now, you can best believe you're going to have millions of Americans, millions of Europeans, millions of people all around the world going to hear this, and they going to take it at face value and just run with it. Oh, it's coming back. They're going to get us. Lock the doors. Put super glue on all the windows. Go get the heavy duty mask. Oh no. You know, that's what they want you to run with. That's what they want you to believe. It's a form of control. It's a form of crowd control. You know what I'm saying? The first hookup, the first time it came around, that was just a test run. Hey man, we gonna hook it up and do it like this here. Let's see what happens. Let's see how this pull them off. Oh shoot, look at them. They running like scared cattle. Oh, they in the house. Man, you seen people driving around in their car by themselves with all the windows up with a mask on. Man, get the F out of here. Man, I used to trip on that. I used to trip all the way out on that. In the car by themselves with all the windows up and a mask on. Now, if that wasn't retarded, I don't know what it is. If that was not stupid, I don't know what it is. Man, during that whole scare, this last time, that whole situation, I was doing security in the clubs. Man, they was in Birmingham. They didn't give a dang about what the powers that be talking. They was partying like rock stars every night. And I'm in there. Man, didn't catch nothing, didn't get nothing, not a cough, not a blurry eye, not a scratchy throat, not nothing. And I'm in there with hundreds and hundreds of people every weekend and throughout the week while that ooh-wee scare was supposed to be going on. See, let me show you something. Even though I hate to say it that way, in the hoods and in the ghettos, they not paying no attention to what these fools talking about on the news, what they talking about on these ooey world programs. So they not even cognizant to the fact that the powers that be saying something going wrong. Y'all shouldn't congregate. Y'all shouldn't come together. You gonna catch, y'all know that pandemic stuff. Y'all gonna catch this and that and that and this. Man, young girls and boys in the hood, they not studying that mess, listen to it, so they didn't pay attention to it. It didn't mean nothing to them. They was partying. And not nail one of them was up in there with no stupid mask on. And I don't know about none of them getting sick like that. If that was the case, the whole city should have been laid down. You know. So anyway, I know a lot of y'all know it's election time. A lot of people don't like Trump. Okay, cool. A lot of people don't like Kamala. Okay, cool. Vote who you want to vote for. But man, do your homework. Dig deeper than what your so-called partner is telling you. Man, I ain't voting because that's what a lot of people doing. That's what a lot of people in a lot of the black neighborhoods are doing. They don't have a political bone in their body. Don't know frick from frack. All they doing is going off what they heard they partner say, they mama, they daddy, they uncle, they cousin say. They don't know spit about who's good for them, who's bad for them, who's this, who's that, who's for them, who's against them. They don't know. They just going with the flow. But now when you dealing with the people who really, really, really get into this political thing, this political arena, and do their homework and research and find out what different people's agendas are, what different people are lying about, what different people are trying to pull the wool over your eyes about, that's when they start waking up and say, oh, wow, you know what? Whoa. You have a lot of people this go round are waking up. You got a lot of people that's waking up. I talked to my sister-in-law last night. Now, it's a lot of people out there mad at me because I'm a Trump supporter. I'm cognizant and woke. That's what I am. I was talking to my sister-in-law last night. And she was like, brother-in-law, man, I love you. I'm like, what's up? And she went to tell me about why she liked Trump and this, that, and the other, and giving me her political views on a lot of stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that's right. I say, eventually a lot of other people gonna wake up too. But forget the election part of this situation. I'm keying in strictly on how the powers that be are going in this little time to come are going to try to hoodwink you and pull the covers over your eyes. Man, look, we don't give a F about what broke out over in Africa because you're lying. And I'm not saying that to be callous toward the Africans because they're my people. I'm saying that to be callous toward the lies that the powers that be are telling. If it broke out in New Zealand, Switzerland, Asia, Puerto Rico, wherever, man, so what? Because you're lying. No, you will not this time have the populace scared, shivering, sitting in corners, thinking that they finna contract some ooh-wee crazy disease that's gonna have a horn growing out their head. No, you ain't gonna be able to fool us on that. You ain't not gonna be able to fool us this time. No, do not be fooled, people. Do not be fooled. Now, listen, I know a lot of y'all, like you say, you don't like Trump. Okay, you don't have to like Trump. But now, a broke clock is correct twice a day. Now, a lot of people ain't gonna understand that. I'm saying if your clock is broke and it got the wrong time, it's gonna be correct twice a day, because if it's stuck on 3 o'clock, eventually as time goes, sooner or later it's gonna be 3 o'clock. So at that moment, the clock is gonna be right. When it's that other 3 a.m. or 3 p.m., at that moment, that clock is gonna be right. So even a broke clock is right twice a day. So that means whether it's Trump, whether it's somebody else, they're not always wrong. Even Kamala, she's not always wrong. Trump's not always wrong. Whoever you listening to, not gonna always be wrong. Because at the end of the day, all of them lying, for real. Yeah, all of them lying. You know, all of them trying to push their political agenda and win the election. So they gonna say whatever they need to say, do whatever they need to do. Boom. But it's not always lies coming out their mouth. Every now and then, they gonna now, for instance, now I'm finna show you a little clip of Trump. But listen to what he's saying, y'all. Listen to it.
Are trying very hard to bring back COVID lockdowns and mandates with all of their sudden fear-mongering about the new variants that are coming. Gee whiz, you know what else is coming? An election. They want to restart the COVID hysteria so they can justify more lockdowns, more censorship, more illegal drop boxes, more mail-in ballots, and trillions of dollars in payoffs to their political allies heading into the 2024 election. Does that sound familiar? These are bad people. These are sick people we're dealing with. But to every COVID tyrant who wants to take away our freedom, hear these words: we will not comply. So don't even think about it. We will not shut down our schools. We will not accept your lockdowns. We will not abide by your mask mandates. And we will not tolerate your vaccine mandates. They rigged the 2020 election, and now they're trying to do the same thing all over again by rigging the most important election in the history of our country, the 2024 election, even if it means trying to bring back COVID. But they will fail because we will not let it happen. When I'm back in the White House, I will use every available authority to cut federal funding to any school, college, airline, or public transportation system that imposes a mask mandate or a vaccine mandate. Thank you very much.
Now there it is there. Now if you think he's telling y'all that for it to be a lie or to try to pull the wool over your eyes on something, you sadly mistaken. Y'all can't be that stupid. You can't be that slow. Can't be that stupid, can't be that slow, man. Like I say, man, it's a lot of stuff finna come. A lot of stuff finna come. I need for y'all to be aware. Don't be asleep. Don't let someone else hoodwink you and coerce you into not opening your third eye. You got 2 eyes. But you got another one, a third eye, your brain. Check out stuff for yourself, man. Do your own political research. Check out stuff for yourself, man. Instead of listening to what someone else might be saying. Check it out for yourself, man. That's my advice to you. That's my advice to everybody out there. Before you just automatically, because you hear a person's name or hear that they talk about this and this, and like, oh, I don't like her. Oh, well, I don't like him. Check it out for yourself, man. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.